21. Which of the following additional measurements to the triangle provides enough info to determine AB? So I know that the hypotenuse is BC, but right now I don't have enough information because I would need, for example, another side. So when I look at 1, if I'm told this, let's say I'm told that's 20, I can Pythagorean theorem. So yes, 1 would help. Let's get rid of B and let's get rid of D because I need my choice to have 1. Now how about the measure of the angle ABC? Would that help? Say I was told that that's 30. Yes, because now I have an angle and a side, and if I want this side, I can use SOHCAHTOA. I can use trigonometry, or, for example, if it's a 30, 60, 90 triangle, I could use that. But no matter what the angle is, I can use at the very least trigonometry to find any missing side, and so therefore either 1 or 2 would be sufficient. 22, which system is represented by the shaded region? So I have 2 parts to this. I've got a line that's going to be y equals 7 because I can see I've got this horizontal line. And so I can get rid of C and D because C and D, x is less than or equal to 7. That would be if you had like a vertical line, which is shaded. But no, we've got a horizontal line. We also know that horizontal line has been shaded below. So that means it's got to be y is less than or equal to 7. And okay, that's true for both. So here's my other line. It's going to have to be y equals 2x plus 1. And this has been shaded above the line, which means it's got to be greater than or equal to. And so that gets me choice B, which matches both of the inequalities to that shading and to the solution of the system. So 22 is B. 23, we have a table with the number of books with a certain number of pages. And we're going to buy a new book that has 62 pages. So I'm going to just add 62 with a frequency of 1 because I've got one book with 62 pages. How will this affect the mean and the median? So the mean will increase because whatever the mean used to be, it's somewhere between 46 and 53. And so adding a 62 to that is going to drag the mean higher. So let's get rid of B and let's get rid of D. So now the median. What's happening to the median? Let's find the original median. I had 28 books. So I have an even number of books. So the median is going to be the average of the 14th and 15th book. And if you're unclear on how to find that, just take your 28, divide it by 2. That gets you the 14th book. And then you can, that kind of gets you the first halfway point, and then you can use the other halfway point as 15th book. Those are your 2 middle numbers. So I can count up from the bottom until I get to the 14th and 15th book. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And so right here, my 14 and 15 will be in this group. Okay, so my original median is 50. Now, if I add 62, I now have 29 books. And so if I divide 29 by 2, I get 14.5. So to find the median, I kind of round that up. And so in this case, the median is now shifted to just being the 15th number because I've added one number. And so I have an odd number of numbers. And so the middle number of 29 numbers is the 15th. And so again, I can count from the bottom until I get to the 15th. 1, 3, 7, 12, 17. So somewhere the 15th number, which we already found, is somewhere in here. And so the median is still 50. So the median's going to remain the same. That gets us choice C. 24, a recipe requires F cups of flour. Arnold accidentally used 50% more flour than the recipe required. How much flour did he use? So let's just plug in a number. Let's imagine F is 100. So if he used 50% more flour, that means he used 150 flours, 150 cups instead of 100. So which of these choices, when I plug in F as 100, gives me 150? I can see it's choice D. Choice D also makes sense because if I look at the 1.5, I can see that as essentially 1 plus 0.5. And in this form, that decimal represents the percent increase. It's a 50% increase, which is exactly what happened. So whatever flour I should have used, he used 50% more. So to calculate that, I multiply it by 1.5. So either way, we get choice D. 25, the table shows the distribution of objects in a collection by shape and color. If a triangle is selected, so we're picking one of these, so don't put it over all, how many objects? So there are 26 objects. I'm picking out of the triangles. What's the probability that it's red? So it's going to be 5 out of the triangles, which is 12. So we get choice B.